Hey everybody, it's Mitch, and welcome to my next video. Today we've got another Naruto character review for you, and today we have got Kidōmaru from Naruto, and sort of Naruto Shippuden. So as always, spoilers. If you haven't seen Naruto, you might want to watch that first. You might want to catch up on Shippuden too. There's going to be some Shippuden spoilers towards the end. Those will be fairly minor though, and uh, even the Naruto ones will be somewhat minor. So, but still, just throwing that out there. Spoilers. Let's get started. So Kidōmaru, he is one of Orochimaru's Sound 4, one of his personal bodyguards. Sound 5, sort of. Now, we first see him during the attack on the Leaf Village. Him and the other members of the Sound 4 put up a barrier between Orochimaru and the third Hokage. Well, not between those two, but between those two and the Anbu. They actually put up a double barrier so that they're inside the between the two barriers, and basically no one can attack them other than I guess each other. But why would they? So yeah, they were, trapping them inside so that the third Hokage could have his fight against Orochimaru, or rather, Orochimaru could have his fight against the third Hokage. So yeah, that he was part of that. You later see him come after Sasuke after Sasuke gets out of the hospital from his attack with Itachi. So that was an interesting little deal there. Then we see him show up. Then when in that fight, he manages to go toe to toe with Sasuke fairly well. Although he's not really the main one attacking. You see him again manage to hold his own with the other Sound 4 against Genma and Raido. Pretty much taking Genma and Raido down, but needing time to recover, giving time for the Sasuke recovery squad to catch up to them. He was the one who was able to sense the fact that those guys had crept up on them using his spider webs, and was able to leave a trap for Naruto and his friends, which ended up getting them caught in Jirobo's trap, while Kidōmaru ran off with Sasuke and the other two members of the Sound 4, because Jirobo stayed behind. Kidōmaru, of course, was the one who carried the coffin at this point. Normally it's Jirobo, but Kidōmaru took over that duty once Jirobo stayed behind. He wasn't particularly nice to Jirobo, but whatever. He was the one who showed that he caught on to Shikamaru's ruse of pretending to be Jirobo, to try and get the coffin from them, which of course failed. Kidōmaru ended up tossing it over to Tayuya, who took off, and those two and the other two Sound 4 ran off. Meanwhile, Kidōmaru stayed to fight against Naruto, Neji, Shikamaru, and Kiba, catching all of them. Naruto managed to hold off a little while by using his shadow clones and just kind of tricking him into thinking that he was caught, and just had really good luck. And as soon as he took out the last shadow clone, Naruto struck and almost managed to leave a blow, but would have been taken out had it not been for Neji freeing himself and all the others and rescuing Naruto just in the nick of time. So yeah, of course everyone takes off, and Neji and Kidōmaru's not cool with that, so he launches attacks at them to stop them, and Neji stops the attacks using his Byakugan. Kidōmaru very quickly realizes that his webs aren't going to work on Neji. He tries for a little bit at first, thinking that Neji can only stop them with his hands, but that mistake was quickly realized when Neji managed to get in and hit him with his 8 trigrams seal, and should have managed to seal off his chakra, except he secreted this weird metal stuff that made it so that his chakra points weren't hit and protected him from Neji's attack. Kidōmaru then realized that fighting him in close range was suicide, as he put it. He decided to fight him at a distance and study his weaknesses, toying with him and really just taking his time with the fight. He very quickly discovered Neji's blind spot and took advantage of it. It did not take him very long to recognize Neji's blind spot and start to attack it and exploit it. Neji was being very persistent, though, and this just excited Kidōmaru. And Kidōmaru, like a cat, even though he's a spider, decided to toy with his prey and messed with Neji for a while, just launching attack after attack, just learning his weaknesses slowly and steadily, instead of launching all-out attacks to destroy him. He took it slow, which was probably his downfall in the end, especially seeing as Kidōmaru did eventually go to second state, even though he really didn't need to. Neji then managed to use his gentle fist in order to channel chakra up through Kidōmaru's thread after taking a hit on purpose, managing to damage several of Kidōmaru's internal organs with this chakra blast, which went straight into his body because this was connected to him through his mouth. And Kidōmaru was still moving, but Neji managed to run in and get an attack with his 8 trigrams seal and seal off his chakra and actually end up killing him. Neji was half dead in the process as well, but they had a nice little chat about Sasuke and how pointless it was and all sorts of stuff. Neji was like, no, Naruto will stop him, and Kidōmaru was like, yeah, whatever. And in the end, he ended up cursing Neji with his dying breath. So yeah, that's Kidōmaru for you. You see him show up a little in Shippuden. He gets reincarnated and for vengeance. That is kind of a filler. That's not really canon, I'm pretty sure. But it was kind of interesting. Then another thing that happened in Shippuden was not with him directly, but Kabuto had absorbed his essence as well as many others, and he did use his ability to his spider abilities to try and ensnare Sasuke and Itachi, but they just used the Amaterasu to burn away the spider webs. So that's another way to deal with those webs. We only saw them being dealt with by the Byakugan, but we did see that those spider webs are quite tough. You can't cut them with kunai, and he even says that the spider webs won't rip even with 2 elephants pulling them apart. So yeah, that's pretty impressive. Anyways, that's Kidōmaru for you. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I always love hearing from you. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a like. Maybe subscribe to the channel for more Naruto character reviews. I mostly do Dungeons & Dragons 3.5, but if you do enjoy Naruto, if you do really enjoy that, definitely subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on a video. Anyways, as always, I'm Mitch. I'll be seeing you.